Self-help influencers promise to change your life, but what they fail to tell you is that you can only do it if you live in the perfect world that most of us will never see. They sell perfection, privilege, freedom, but ignores the fact that most people are financially struggling, have commitments and responsibilities that no Instagram post will fix. Have you ever tried to follow advice that seemed completely out of reach? Hi, this is the Brain Rot News Network. I'm Tan and I report news according to AI powered by ChatGPT. The only news network where we tell you the truth even if it ruins your high-value morning routine. These self-help gurus sell you a dream that only work in a perfect world environment. You know, the only kind they live in. The magical world where you wake up at 4 AM, meditate for an hour, then journal your goals, hit the gym, build a business, and still have time to film a 12-minute YouTube video telling you to stop making excuses. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is trying to survive on one paycheck, fight burnout, maybe raise kids, or deal with chronic stress, or work shifts that don't care about your miracle morning. If you're juggling work, health, and family commitments, how often do you get to perform your perfect morning routine? The misery economy. Here's the secret. Self-help doesn't make money from your success. It thrives off your misery. Think about that for a moment. The more you feel broken, left behind, and unworthy, the more likely you click on their thumbnails. And the more desperate you feel, the more likely you're gonna buy their course, their ebook, or the blueprint to success according to them. And guess what? It's all anecdotal. No qualifications and completely uncertified. All you need is a ring light and a camera. And remember to tell the world that you were once miserable and now you're happy. Suddenly, you are a qualified self-help guru. Many of these programs promise transformation, but they fail to mention it only works for people who have no responsibility or commitments, but to themselves. Have you ever bought one of these courses thinking it would help? Let me know. The unqualified experts. Remember there was a time where we actually listened to people who had qualifications, you know, researchers, psychologists, experts. Now we listen to a guy named Alpha Mindset 24/7 who tells you that you're depressed because you're not taking enough cold showers. Half of these influencers have the same backstory. I was once tired, lost, and depressed. Then I discovered the success formula and everything is now amazing. Translation: I started to monetize on your insecurities. I don't usually call people out on this channel, but I have to mention this guy. His name is Primal Physique. His backstory goes along the lines of, I had my career sorted, multiple businesses, and I managed 250 employees, but I was still unhappy. And you know what? That's completely valid. Feeling unhappy is a real thing, and it's a human emotion. He's allowed to feel that way. But here's the catch. Most people don't have the opportunity to step back, experiment, and optimize their life because they've got too many things going on. Work, family, mainly finances really. Their happiness is tied to survival, not choice. Primal Physique continues on by saying that after feeling unfulfilled, he made the life-changing decision to travel and find himself. And he discovered the Primal Protocol, a system that blends Western science with Eastern wisdom to fix his hormones and optimize physical health. Here's the problem. He had the finances to do so, the freedom to travel, the opportunity to optimize his life where most of us simply cannot. How is advice given in the context of a tropical island helpful for those who live in cramped apartments or crappy situations like having several housemates in this tiny little house fighting over the kitchen? Is it realistic to think that you can achieve the same without access to the same resources? And here's the kicker. The system may be impressive, and kudos to him for creating such a profound course. But at the end of the day, it seems like it's completely anecdotal. If you're watching this, prove me wrong. Show me the clinical trials you went through to show that it works for the average person. For most people, self-help isn't a luxury hobby. It's a battle fought between shifts, family responsibility, finances, exhaustion, and a system that's squeezing us bloody dry. Calling people lazy and undisciplined ignores the fact that millions of people live paycheck to paycheck. Many juggle family and health limitations. Most don't have spare time or the privilege or the energy to start a business. And guess what? Burnout will always trump motivation every single time. So, what's your take? Is self-help really helping the world, or is it just making everyone feel worse? So here's the truth the gurus aren't telling you. You are not a failure. You are not lazy. You are not falling behind. You're living in a world that's designed to burn you out, and you're blaming yourself for it. And if any influencer tries to tell you that you can change your entire life by just pushing a little bit harder every day, remember one thing. They're not selling you advice, they're selling you hope. And business is booming.